Welcome you all again in my YouTube channel. Today we are discussing on a new topic, that is force and pressure. So in the chapter force and pressure, this is basically for the students of class 8. Here what the things we will discuss: now atmospheric pressure, contact force, electrostatic force, friction, gravitation, gravity, non-contact force, these things. So the first word is here force. What is force? Now force means it is a pull or push that you are applying on any object to change the position of the object, or change the condition of the object, or to change the shape. Okay, suppose here I have a scale. Okay, now this is plastic scale. Now see, the scale is bending. How? Because I am giving the force on both the ends of the plastic scale, and that is why it is trying to bend. So I am applying here? I am applying the force. Okay, acha. Now suppose this is my pen. Okay, and the pen is at rest position. Fine. Now I am applying here something, and see, my pen is moving in front. So what I am applying, actually I am giving the force on the pen. That is why it is changing the place. So force is external, whatever you apply on the object to change the condition or to change the shape and size, that is the force. Then who can exert the force? Anyone. Solid, liquid, gas, we know the three state of matter. So they anytime, every time exert the force on anything. Acha, like as example I'm giving you, like here I have the pen. This is the solid thing. Fine. So when this is also solid, now the pen is giving a force on the scale, and see, again this is trying to bend the scale again. Okay, so here what is the force is coming? Actually this is the force of solid. Now same thing you can see in liquid and gas also. So each and every substance can exert force. Fine. Now contact and non-contact force. This thing we have to understand. Contact force means when two surfaces will be at the contact. In that time, when they exert the force, it will be said contact force. Like friction. This is a scale again. This is a pen. So see, here both the surfaces are moving on each other, right? So that means this is contact force. Both the objects are in contact, and in this situation they are giving the force on each other. This is called frictional force, when two surfaces will be at the contact. Okay. Acha, non-contact means? Non-contact force means when the force will be applied on objects, but the objects will not be at the contact. Like what kind of force will be this? Like electrostatic force. What is electrostatic force? Suppose you have done your shampoo. After that your hair is completely dried up and you are combing. After the combing, now you have taken your comb over the pieces of paper, and all the pieces of paper are getting attracted by the comb. How it is possible? Now due to friction with the comb and your hair, dry hair obviously, so there must be some charge inside your comb has been created. Now the pieces of paper, they are uncharged body. Now charged body is applying some force on the uncharged substance or uncharged body, so that the pieces of paper will get attracted towards the comb. This kind of force is called electrostatic force. And static means static, non-movable. The charge will not move. This will be fixed inside your comb. This is static. And the charge is coming from electricity. That is why we say electrostatic. How you get electricity? From friction. What I said. Now your comb and your hair continuously are getting in friction. So due to friction, the frictional charges are coming. This is called electrostatic charge. And the force you are getting after that, that is called electrostatic force. Now the pieces of paper and your comb, they are not in contact. That is why I told you this is non-contact force. This is not contact. Okay? Acha. Next thing is that, now I hope you can give the answer. Gravity or gravitation, if I say. So all of we have the common idea what is called gravity or gravitation. Gravitation is the incident. Gravitation is the incident when we feel any pull exerted by our earth. That incident is called gravitation. Due to gravitation, we know if I throw anything in the upper side, it will come down. And what is gravity? Gravity is the force exerted by the earth. So when our earth will exert the force on any object, that's called gravity, and the incident is gravitation. So gravitation means the incident and gravity is the force. Now I'm throwing a question towards you. Is gravity contact or non-contact force? This is your question. You think, and then you should give the reply in the comment box. Ki ma'am, this is contact force or non-contact force. Okay? Acha. So many things we have discussed about the force. Now we are coming to the next topic, that is the pressure. So what is the pressure? Pressure equal to force per unit area. So force per unit area, what is that? Suppose you are applying some force on 1 square centimeter area. 1 unit means 1, always 1 square centimeter. On 1 square centimeter area you have applied some force. So the division ki force divided by area, it will give you the pressure. So that means from here one very important conclusion I can say ki pressure is directly proportional to the force and inversely proportional to the area. That means if I apply more force, it will give myself more pressure. But if I apply the force on a very short area, it will give more pressure. But if I apply the same force on a large area, so in that case I will get less pressure. So area and pressure, they are inversely related to each other. For example, I can say you have a birthday cake, you want to cut it, you have a knife. Sorry, not one knife, you have 2 knives. One is very sharp, one is blunt. So the sharp knife has very small area, and the blunt knife is having more area. Now by which knife easily you can cut the cake? You will tell ki ma'am, definitely by the sharp knife. It's a very easy question. Yeah, definitely by the sharp knife we know ki easily we can cut the cake. But what is the explanation behind it? The explanation is that the sharp knife will give you very less area, and you are exerting the pressure on the knife. So pressure is applied on a less area, and when you are using the blunt knife, that time area is larger, so you are applying the pressure, same pressure, on a large area. So you are getting more time to cut the cake. Understood? So pressure is directly related to force and inversely related to the area. If force will be applied on a greater surface area, it will give you less pressure. If force is applied to a very small surface area, it will give you more pressure. This relation is okay? Acha. Next thing is that solid, liquid and gas, as usual, they all can give you the pressure. Directly we can feel the air pressure. Here I am sitting surrounded by my atmosphere. So from each and every direction, atmosphere is giving me the pressure. So I have atmospheric pressure. I can feel atmospheric pressure. You also can feel atmospheric pressure because atmosphere is everywhere. So you can say ki ma'am, we don't understand the atmospheric pressure. Why? Because inside our body we have blood, and blood is liquid. Now blood is also giving the pressure on our body. So from inside we are facing the blood pressure, and from outside we are facing atmospheric pressure. Now both the pressures are balanced, and that is why we cannot understand the atmospheric pressure. Okay, but in the time of cyclone, what will happen? Now in the time of cyclone, we have seen many things already blown away due to the high pressure of wind. How this is possible? Because during the cyclone there is a heavy blow of wind, and if the speed of air will be higher, in that case pressure is lower. So high moving air cannot give you more pressure, that will be less pressure, and low speed or low moving air will give you more pressure. Fine. So suppose you have seen one flex that is blown away due to cyclone. How is it possible? The air particles present under the flex, that are giving more pressure, but the air molecules which are present at the above layer of the flex, they are giving less pressure, because from the above area the wind is blowing continuously. So what I said, if the wind will blow at a higher speed, so in that case they cannot be able to give you the more pressure. So at the above side or at the upper side, the pressure, air pressure is less, but under the flex the air pressure is higher, because their air particles are not moving like above. So there they are giving more pressure, and due to the upward pressure, directly the flex already blown away. Understood? So that is why we say कि if you find any storm is happening outside, please don't go, stay home, be safe. Why we should stay home? Because of the unbalanced pressure. If the pressure will be balanced, then no more issues, no accident, nothing will occur. But during cyclone time, as you know, the fast moving air particles are having less pressure, so definitely they will cause dangerous. Any kind of accident will happen at that moment. That is why we say don't go outside during that time. Acha. Next thing is that water pressure. Simple example I'm giving, like in a dam, usually we have seen the dam starts to break from the lower part. Why? Because at the end of the dam there is a high depth of water, and depth of water can influence the pressure of water. If the depth will be higher, then pressure of the water also higher. If depth is lower, short depth, that case pressure of water will be short, very less. So if there will be any damage in the dam, so the damage or the crack will start from the lower end, because the lower end of the dam is suffering the high pressure from the high depth of water. But at the upper side, their depth is very low, the water depth is very low. So that is why what will happen, the pressure or water pressure will not be more than lower end. So any crack or damage you cannot find at the upper stage, you always find at the lower end. Understood? Acha. So today this much topic I have covered. Now I want to discuss something more, like weight. What is weight? What the uses of spring balance? What will be the weight in the earth and the moon? What is the relation between that? And many more topics are left, along with the friction. Today I have given you only the simple idea of friction, just preliminary idea, but more things we need to discuss. So in the next video I will come with the next topic. Next topic means this will be the continuation of the topic, but new things. Okay, so for today, bye everyone.